everyone, and welcome back to Life Skills, which is going to go along with our reading that we just did. So for Life Skills today, we're going to practice reading a paycheck, okay? But let's first revisit what a paycheck is. So a paycheck is money you earned from your job or the work that you do in your job. So we're going to be seeing, and I'm going to try to scooch, these 5 vocabulary words in our paycheck when we look at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce these 5 vocab words, and they're in blue. And then we're going to take a look at a paycheck so I can show you where these 5 vocabulary words are on the paycheck. So when I say each of the vocab words, I would like you to repeat back after me. So we have pay period, rate, hours, deductions, and amount, okay? So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to get out your worksheet, and it's going to show a picture of a paycheck on it. And it's going to look like this, and it's going to have questions that are stapled to it, okay? So I'd like you to get this. The last page on this, there's going to be all of these boxes that you're going to cut out. Now, I already pre-cut out mine, so you're going to have to cut those out. So not only are you going to need this to complete your work, you're going to need scissors to cut this out, and then a glue stick or tape so we can glue or tape our answers in the box. And then, as always, a pencil so we can write our name up top. So what I suggest you do is I suggest that you pause the video here, cut out all of the boxes so they look like mine, and then have your pencil ready, and then either a glue stick or tape ready. And when you have all of those in front of you with your answers cut out, you can press play again so then we can go over and look at our worksheet together. Alrighty, so everyone should have everything cut out. So you should have your worksheet that has earnings statement at the top of the paycheck, all of your 9 boxes for your answers cut out, a pencil, and then glue stick or tape so we can glue or tape our answers. So I'm going to hang my worksheet here, and we're going to look at this paycheck together and talk about it before we complete one of the questions together. So I'm going to show you where those 5 vocabulary words we just were introduced to, pay period, rate, hours, deductions, and amount are on the paycheck. So let's first look at the paycheck together. In the top left corner, it shows the place where Kesha works. So Kesha works at the Shady Pine Nursing Home, and it gives the address. Below, it says employee number. Every employee that works there has an employee number. Usually at whatever place of work that you go to, so for example, I also have an employee number at school, and it lists your employee number on your paycheck. It also says the employer's name, so Kesha's name is there. Then we see pay period. So pay period, it has the dates 4/1/2020 through 4/15/2020. Those dates are referring to the days that Kesha worked. All of the days that Kesha worked in that pay period. And then it has the check date, which is the day the check was distributed to Kesha. So the day that Kesha received her paycheck. So she received her paycheck on 4/17/2020. Then if you look down, it says earnings. And then it says regular pay. Next to earnings, there's hours. And next to the hours, it says 24.00. That means that Kesha worked 24 hours between the dates of April 1st through April 15th. Kesha worked 24 hours. Then it has rate, and it says 10.00. That means Kesha's rate of pay is $10 an hour. And then it has amount. $240. That means that when you times 24 hours, which is how many hours Kesha worked, by $10, which is Kesha's rate of pay, so that means that Kesha earns $10 an hour. The total is $240. When we move over to our next column, it says deductions over here. And deductions, there's 4 things listed. Deductions are what we know as the taxes that we just learned about. So money that is taken out of your paycheck. And then there's 4 different categories. There's the FICA, Medicare, the federal tax, and then the state tax. And the amount that's next to it, it indicates how much money they're going to be taken out. So for example, for Medicare, they're taking $3.48 out. For the federal tax, they're taking $22.39 out. And for the state tax, they're taking $8.64 out. And then earnings indicates that's how much money you're taking home in your paycheck. So after they subtract all of these amounts from your total amount, that's how much money Kesha is left over. So your earnings indicate how much money you're taking home in your paycheck. So even though Kesha earned $240, after all of the taxes that were taken out, Kesha is earning $190.61 to take home. Okay? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to model a question, and we're going to complete the first question together. So we're going to use the paycheck to help us complete the question. So example, question number 1, it says, how many hours did Kesha work? So we're going to go to our paycheck and we're going to find the title hours. And below hours, it says 2400. So I'm going to look for that amount, which is 24 hours, on one of my choices. So I found it. Hours says 2400, which means 24 hours. So Kesha worked 24 hours. So I'm going to glue 24 hours in this box right here. And you can do the same. So to answer my question, Kesha worked 24 hours. We're also going to complete question number 2 together before I have you complete the last 6 questions on your own. Question number 2 is, what is the rate of money Kesha makes per hour? So we're going to go find the title rate, and we see 10.00, which means Kesha makes $10 an hour. So we're going to look for the piece of paper that says $10 an hour. So I found it. $10 an hour, and I'm going to glue it in the box. So now your job is you're going to complete the last 6 questions on your own by looking at the pay stub or the paycheck and filling in with the correct amount in the box. So you're going to finish question 3 here, and then there's 2 more sets of questions on the side referring to the paycheck. So you're going to look at the paycheck to help you answer the questions below. Okay? So you want to look for the specific thing that they're talking about, and then look for the amount that's below it to answer the question. Okay? But before I do that to send you off on your own, let's just go over these vocab words again and their meaning to also help you with some of the questions. So as I say each of the vocab words, you can repeat back after me. So pay period indicates the time frame that the paycheck is happening. So for 4/1 through 4/15, okay, that's the pay period. The rate is how much Kesha is getting paid per hour. So for example, Kesha is getting paid $10 an hour. Her hours indicates her total hours of work. So that means Kesha worked 24 hours between the days of April 1st through April 15th. Deductions is how much money is getting taken away, okay? So the deductions indicate what is getting taken away in taxes. And then the amount refers to either how much is getting taken away or how much Kesha earned. So you want to look for keywords in your question to help you answer those keywords in the question to help you find the answer in the paycheck, okay? So you want to use the paycheck to guide you to answer the question, and then when you find the answer on your slip, you're going to glue it in the box. When you're done with this, you can have your parents send me a picture so I can view your work. And remember, a paycheck is the money you earned from your job. Okay, so when you go to work, you will receive a paycheck for the amount of hours you worked, and then how much you're going to take home. So that is going to be it for life skills today. We're also going to be practicing a little bit more with this on our Zoom meeting tomorrow, talking about different types of jobs and a paycheck. And if you have questions, you can ask me at our Zoom meeting our Zoom meeting today. If you already completed this prior to the meeting. After you're done with your life skills activity and you send me a picture, then it will be time for our last activity of the day, math. So I will see you all back in math.